Hello, Pit Nation. Big J coming at you. Welcome to Big J's Pit Stop. All right, I just cleaned the grill with the Citrus Safe. So, show you here. Citrus Safe is what I use. And you can put it on a cool grill. This is made in the USA. And get the little scrub pads like these, scrub them down. And that was actually kind of a clean grill already. And this is what you're getting. So, it definitely cleans it up. And then I got the good old apron on. Got the camo apron on, representing. Always good to have a apron on. I've trashed so many shirts from Greece and, all kinds of stuff. But we're going to be building a fire here. What I've got is I've got my B&B Sure Starts. There's no chemicals in these, so they are safe. Not toxic or anything like that. So I just use one of them, put it on a steel shot glass, and just light it. Oh, we got a lot of wind out here today, so hopefully it lights. Come on. Yeah. There we go. I'll block the wind over here. Get a little smolder going on it. Then I've got my B&B charcoal, and I just set it just like that. And I just do it right on top of the grill. It doesn't hurt it, if that's what you want to do. And you can see it under there lighting. And you've got your filtration hole or your air filtration holes. And you'll see a little bit of the smoke start coming out. That's just burning off, you want it to that cool, cool blue, that thin smoke. That's what you want. So, yep, I'm going to be cooking up a tri-tip. And if you'll see from the community tabs on my gun channel, I posted them up over there. But I did do a 24-hour salt brine. First, of course, took it out of the freezer, thawed it out in the refrigerator. I don't thaw them out on the counter. I give them like the 2 to 3 day thaws. And trimmed it, took all the silver skin off, all the hardened gristled fat. I try to trim as much as I can off of a tri-tip, unlike a brisket. And what I'm probably going to do on this tri-tip, I don't think I'm going to do a long smoke. I might do kind of keep it to the side for a while, and then do like a grill, kind of like you're grilling a steak. That's a good thing about tri-tip. You can kind of do it both ways. You can do the long brisket type smoke, or you can grill it like a steak. So I might kind of do a combination of both to find out, to get it exactly like I like it. Cooking some burgers today. Nothing special. They are Omaha burgers. The tri-tip is from the meat market. My local meat market. I've got several videos on that. Old Town Meat Market. Great place. Y'all should check it out. It is in Double Oak officially. It's right there, kind of in Highland Village, on Chin Chapel on the opposite side, next to the Academy, if y'all are familiar with that area. It's right beside, some Rapid Med place, but I love that butcher shop, man. They have everything imaginable, and they are a sponsor of the channel, so just so y'all know that. But I like to be up front with everything. And we are going to be using the Weber kettle. And I've got the slow and sear here, so I'm going to have, like a two-zone cooking. So I'll have the heat on one side, the cool on the other side. And I'm not going to do the burgers yet. Burgers don't take that long to cook. So, and what I've done is after I do a 24-hour brine, salt brine, kosher salt brine, 24 hours overnight, then I remove the tri-tip and the burgers. And on the tri-tip, I am using a binder, so I use yellow mustard. So you can use any kind of binder. Some people use mayonnaise, some people use mustard, some people don't use a binder at all. You don't have to. I was kind of prepping this like I do a brisket. And you put your mustard on both sides, of course, liberally, smooth, rub it all in real good. And then you put your dry brine, or your dry rub very liberally, sprinkle it on both sides, kind of pat it in, don't wipe, pat, and then do your sides very generously. And then I did the same thing to the burgers, but not with mustard, just with my dry rub. and then I let them sit in the kitchen to bring them to kind of room temperature. So, because I don't like cooking cold meat, it's never a good idea to do that. You don't have to bring it completely to room temperature, but just not like, 30 degrees. Because you can have, kind of cold spots in the meat when you're cooking. So, always a good idea to bring it at least to room temperature or close to. But, it takes a while to do the fire, so I've had it prepped this morning, and it is what, I don't know, getting close to noon, maybe 11ish, but I'm going to go ahead and get the fire going, because like I said, I am going to kind of slow cook the tri-tip a little bit, and then maybe sear it, towards the end, kind of like a reverse sear. We'll just kind of see how it goes and what I feel like at that particular time. There's no wrong or right way. And that's kind of what I'm doing. So once we get this chimney cranking really good, let's give it a look here, see how it's going. Yeah, she's definitely setting off. So that's good. But yeah, I used to have, and this is just a cotton. It's actually a really nice kind of thick cotton. It's made by Hudson, if y'all can see that. But really love camo. Y'all probably know that about me. And anyway, but sometimes you get those really light aprons, and they just kind of shrivel up, and if you ever wash them, they're kind of done. This one does have a V-back. It's actually pretty nice. And in the pockets, I have my pen, my temperature pen. Of course, I have a mic right now snapped on there. It's a wireless mic. But that's kind of what's going on. But we'll get this bad boy. Oh, also, just so you know, I do have some used charcoal in there. People ask if I use my old charcoal. Once I snuff the fire out, I actually do. I'll shake it out, shake the basket out real good, get all the loose, ash and stuff, let it go down to the bottom, and I already emptied that this morning when I was cleaning the grill, and then I'll reuse the old charcoal. There's nothing wrong with doing that. As far as environmentally friendly, I don't know about all that, but whatever. But especially if you're doing a longer smoke, this way you'll have your hot coals, your non-hot coals. They can kind of ignite. Your hot coals will sit on the other ones and kind of get them going. But you'll really have a really good hot side. And that's what I'm going to do, because later on I'm going to do burgers, like what I was saying. So I'll cook the tri-tip over here on its own and kind of get it going. And then it does not take long to cook burgers. These are kind of thick burgers. Again, I got them from Omaha Steaks. It was a gift set. I've had them for a while in the freezer. I just figured I'd break them out and do some burgers. They're about that thick. I mean, they're pretty thick boys. But, and I did brine them as well. I really do like a salt brine. And it is kosher salt, the coarse kosher salt. And a lot of people, some people don't like brine or like the salt, but I do. It's just a personal opinion, and it doesn't taste like over salty or any of that kind of stuff. So if you're not familiar with it, and of course when you do chicken, you can do a wet brine. I don't really do wet brines. I'm more of the dry brine guy. But anyway, this is what we're doing. So more to come. We'll be throwing this bad boy on once these crank up, and I got a really good fire going. Of course, I'm going to put the coals in there, put the lid on, bring everything up to temperature, and then introduce the meat. Don't just throw your meat on a cold grill. Put the lid on it, let it come up to temperature, and then you'll see what you're working with. So, but stay tuned, more to come. Hello, Pit Nation. Big J's Pit Stop coming at you. Alright, I already got the grill cleaned, used my Citrus Safe and a scrub pad, getting this bad boy going. We're going to be cooking some tri-tip and burgers today. Got the tri-tip all down with a mustard binder. That's what I like to do after a 24-hour salt brine, kosher salt brine. And, of course, trimmed all the fat and all the blue skin off first. But got that done, and now we're going to be getting busy. But I did put a binder on it of mustard, front and back, and very liberal with my rub, my dry rub. front, back, sides, all that good stuff. And we're going to be cooking a tri-tip today. Probably slow smoke it a little bit, and then do a final grill at the end to get the maximum temperature that I'm wanting. And that's the thing about tri-tip. You can have medium, rare, and all kinds of different flavorings from it because it is a tri-tip. So you got 3 chunks of meat. Hello Pit Nation, Big J coming at you. Alright, I just put the fire on, and there's the shot glass that I use and the chimney. I'm setting them down there to let them cool because them bad boys was flaming. So, and I've got the bottom cracked open, pretty much full open. I've got these cracked 3/4 of the way, probably, maybe a little half, and we're cranking that fire up. As you can see, this baby's pumping out some juice. But we'll give you a little look at it. Running two zone cooking, so we'll let that get back up there. But that is what we're doing today. Got the tri-tips, the burgers. Got my little umbrella over the pit because it's freaking hot today. Got the apron on, cowboy hat on, and we are rolling. Smoke on, Smoke Nation. Hello Pit Nation, Big J coming at you. All right, here we go. We got the tri-tip. All right, what I did is I did a 24-hour kosher salt brine in the ice box for 24 hours. Then I took it out, rubbed it down, put a binder on it with mustard, just regular yellow mustard, and then coated it down with Terry Black's rub. Of course, y'all, if you're from Texas, you know Terry Black. I've got his rub, went ahead and used it today, but it's his beef rub. And this thing's pretty. You know, as y'all know from a tri-tip, you know, you've got tri, which is 3 kinds of meat. So you could have, you know, a little more well done over here, medium, you know, in the thicker areas, or, you know, rare, medium rare. So I kind of tried to turn it and, you know, do the best I could on it. So, and to be honest with you, I am not a tri-tip professional by any means. This is my very first tri-tip. So, y'all are going to see it just like I'm going to see it. It has been resting, so what we're going to do, and of course you want to cut against the grain, but I'm going to cut the center, kind of separate it. I'll show you what we're looking like inside, and then we'll cut it up. So I've got my big boy here. This is really my brisket knife. I might go to my smaller knife. And first, I've been cooking all day, so we're going to do a little Shiner Texas beer. Let's take a big old drink and let's cut into it. I'm going to go, you know, kind of through the middle first, separate it. And I'm using my small cutting board just so, because the other cutting board's way too big, and, you know, we'll see how this one goes. So, just going to kind of cut through the middle first. Oh my gosh, look at the juice. Woo! Man, it's like butter. It's like butter. Went right through it. All right, y'all are going to see it just like I'm going to show it to you. Oh my gosh. Woo! Boy, this is pretty. Look at that. Look at that. Good Lord. Man, can y'all see that? Some people say they don't stay juicy. Look at the juice pouring off that thing. Woo! Damn. Boy, that looks good. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to separate it off like I said I would. So we'll move this over to here. Man, I got to get a piece of this. Oh man, god dang, that thing looks good. I'll show you what I'm doing here. It's really a brisket knife, but oh gosh, like butter. If y'all could see it. Like butter. Yeah. We'll just take a section here. Show it to you. Look at that. Can y'all see that? Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Got a little bit of marbling in it. We'll just take this piece right here. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, wow. That is really, really good. This tri-tip is also from Old Town Meat Market. As y'all know, they are a sponsor of the show. And, man, this is a really... God, I need to drink a beer after this. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. I'm going to get this little piece right here. I mean, look at the juice. Mmm. Holy cow. Mm-mm-mm. Amazing. It is very, very, very good. So let's just keep going. Now I want to show you, this is what I was talking about. See how it gets a little more rare right here in the thicker spot? If y'all can see that. I'll move this back and kind of, a little more medium. But look at the juice. Mmm. Yep. Oh, come to daddy. Oh, look at the juice. Mmm. Oh my gosh. Woo! So what y'all think? Did I do good? Man, the flavor on that is really, really, really good. So, but there you go. That is officially my first tri-tip myself. I have helped, or other people have been cooking them, and I've monitored them and stuff like that, but never officially cooked one myself till now. Get another drink. Whew, that's good. But yep, I say I did pretty well. What say you? Please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I am growing the channel. I've got 107 subscribers. And if you like gun content, go over to Big Johnson. That is my gun channel. But, man. Let's get a little deeper into this. Man, I just want to see what the surprise is. I know there's more in there. Yep. Oh, look at that. There we go. Look at that. Woo! Can y'all see that bad boy? Yeah, buddy. Looking good, looking good. Well, thank y'all so much for watching. Remember, an unarmed nation is a very weak nation, and we got to keep smoking on, everyone.